So what kind of IT guy you are? Like normal 9 to 5 ka job, and when you realize that I'm not made for this, or I should try this, and I think stand-up comedian is not much aware now. I think the flow. I think that time, how long? Like
So I started
so many years, and people not aware about this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I came here in 2011.
Yeah.
I started doing stand-up in 2013, end of the year. And it's already been 10 years since I'm actively doing stand-up.
Okay.
But professionally, अगर आप देखें तो it was a gradual process for me. Like I never left my job thinking कि मुझे लाइफ में यही करना है, मैं यही अब मेरा जीवन है. It was a gradual call because I got married in between. So for me it was
Love marriage?
Love marriage. It
Oh,
was.
so IT guy ने comedy करके लड़की पटा ली.
लड़की पटा ली.
अच्छा, okay, that also we come to know. Okay, so then.
So it was a gradual process of me realizing that stand-up is now overpowering my job in terms of everything, in terms
the
of
response.
how the response is, how I have grown in my career, financially also. So once that happened, I knew I was ready to do this full time.
But who gave this name, yeah, stand-up comedian or comedy? From where it came?
पता नहीं.
Because in movies we see, अरे he's doing a comedian role.
comedian,
He is a villain. So stand-up comedian के मतलब खड़े होके stand करके,
So
like
initially,
people
हाँ,
think like that.
The whole art form is
Yeah.
about an artist standing on stage and telling jokes. So that's why
Okay.
stand-up. अब comedian तो पता नहीं. That
So 10 years back, like how people used to take when you're doing a comedy, they used to take it, अरे हाँ, he's just putting a joke apart, or just making, environment थोड़ा cool कर रहा है. They don't take it so professionally कि हाँ, this can be a profession also.
it was then, it had just started. So if you see, stand-up is there since a lot of years in India. Like Raju Srivastava, John
Yeah.
Lever, all these people had been doing stand-up.
Yes.
They started in an era where stand-up was not known to people.
Yes,
It
yes.
was an absolute unknown entity.
Yes.
We are lucky that stand-up TV पे already आ चुका था.
हाँ.
And people had some of the idea कि क्या होता है stand-up. But English style का stand-up comedy जो है,
Yes.
वो हम लोग के time start हुआ था.
And I think youngsters are also getting so attracted. People used to think only youngsters will get attracted. But as the years are growing, I think all age groups,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
see 60 years ke couple,
Absolutely.
all age groups are
I
getting
do
into
a lot
this.
of these
Yeah.
private events wherein sometimes I have to play to 60-year-old couples only.
Yes.
There are like 10-15 of them.
Okay.
But they are so much into stand-up.
Yeah.
Like not even young people are there. तो उन लोगों को भी काफी अच्छा लगता है. And it's an art form which pleases to all age groups also.
And I think it's very challenging, it's like just like a director, you are the director, you are the script writer.
Yeah, everything is
everything you guys are doing, like you don't have a background, एक actor hota hai, he had all the team, right? So how you guys get into that pressure? Because people think, अरे comedy कर रहा है, हम हंस के जा रहे हैं, but the background work, the stress, the work, how it
that
works.
is there. So if I do an hour show on stage, for the audience, it's just an hour show, but that an hour show usually takes a year to develop. Usually, a comedian will take a year to develop and hone these jokes.
Okay.
So we have to write our own jokes. We take these jokes to an open mic. Open mic is a place where we try our new jokes in front of an audience.
Okay.
So those jokes will be at this level. Then maybe अगले show में और improve होगा, and then finally we take it to a bigger show. So every stand-up artist that you see across the world, they all start with these small jokes. They hone it up, and then in nearly a year's time, they have that full show ready.
So I mean, when you were dating or you were getting married, family में पूछते हैं, अरे यार लड़का कितना कमाता है, how much he earns, or he's like having a permanent job, and nowadays people ask government job. So what you said, it's a stand-up comedian. I think in the future we can say the guy is doing stand-up comedian. How people take it now?
So now I think people are taking it nicely. Somewhat what people used to take like few years back, because it wasn't a popular
What happened to your case?
In my case, I still had a job when I got married, but I told them about my plan, that this is my eventual goal. I will move completely over there.
How seriously taken this?
And my father-in-law had no clue कि ये
है
क्या
कि
होता
बोल क्या रहा है?
वो तो मैं उनको समझा रहा था कि हमारे इवेंट होते हैं, तो उनको लगा कि ये इससे तो पैसा नहीं कमाएगा. तो ही एक्चुअली आस्क्ड मी दिस क्वेश्चन कि अच्छा तुम्हारा शो खत्म हो जाएगा तो तुम केटरिंग करके पैसे कमाओगे. तो कि जीवन में यही बचा था मेरे सुनने को.
And what about your life partner? How she responded when you were
She took
there?
it well, because she had seen me grow. From being a so every time a stand-up comic, a person wants to do stand-up,
Yes.
they think they are very funny. So I always thought कि in my school gang, college gang, I'm the funniest.
You used to be like that only.
Absolutely, the
Never-
funniest guy in all groups.
Gang.
But the moment this funniest guy goes on stage, you realize कि oh no, this is not easy.
Exactly.
This is being that guy in a circle and to do it on stage are two very different things.
Exactly.
Then I realized that this is not easy at all. I failed so many times. In front of her also, I
Yes,
failed so
yes.
many times. And then she's now seen my growth. So, in fact, one of the most beautiful incidents which I had when my father-in-law and mom-in-law had come down to see me.
Huh.
So, I remember my mom-in-law at a bookstore at a mall, and coincidentally at that time, me and a couple of other guys from the scene, we got our first ever cover page of a magazine. It was called Wow,
Oh,
Wow
wow.
magazine.
Okay, yeah.
So it was just out in the same week probably, and my mom-in-law was supposed to, she was
Proud
at that
moment.
हाँ, and then she was like, हाँ इतना
कुछ
खराब
कर
नहीं
रहा है,
है।
कुछ तो कर रहा है।
And you go to that small town back again and you
Yes.
tell your like
Yes.
neighbors also कि नहीं हमारा ना ये
कर
हमारे
रहा
होने
है।
वाले